¿Cómo están todos? A ver,
¿Qué hubo?
let's see. ¿Tenemos gente que habla puro español o todos son en inglés?
Ya hablo los dos.
Ok, para ver qué hay mayoría, para ver si lo damos en inglés o español. Ah, Carlos, ¿hablas tú también inglés o no?
Sí,
Okay.
hablo inglés también.
Ok, nomás quiero ver si hay mayoría de español o inglés, porque hoy es esta sesión de español. So, nomás para ver si lo damos en inglés o en español. So, everybody here speaks English, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we'll just do it in English then, since everybody speaks English. But let's see. So, just real quick, what pairs do you have to go over with Arnold, so I don't go over those pairs?
EU, GU, and USD CAD, and
Okay.
AUD.
Awesome. Yeah, so right now I'm just currently looking at what is Euro UD and potentially GP and CD to get in for some buying positions. So just real quick, let's go ahead and go over Euro UD. Actually, I want to go over GU first. So GU, I mean, we did come into 100 pips. I don't know if you guys secured profits there. Actually did secure profits there and moved it to break even. Did anybody of you guys secure those profits or no?
I took partial.
Lesson learned, bro. Lesson learned.
You didn't
It was
take
early in the morning, man. That's why I was like kind of like in the high of the profits, like getting ready for work and shit. And then next, it spiked up. So I was like, oh shit. Yep. Next time when
Yeah,
I'm up
because
to,
yeah,
when
it
I'm up
activated our
to,
sell limit and we came down, well, like, yeah, like, actually 103 pips around there. Luckily I was awake around that time, so I moved my trade to break even and secured some profit. So I mean, it stopped me out at break even before I even hit stop loss. But yeah, anybody who secured profits, I mean, good job. If you guys didn't, well, I mean, there's going to be more trades to the way. It was just a 32 pip stop loss. I mean, it should be good. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over Euro AUD. I'm looking at Euro AUD right now to potentially coming in for some buying positions. We look at the daily time frame. We could see how. Wait, am I recording? Let me check if I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording. Okay. Yeah. So on a daily time frame, we could see how we came down to clear out some equal lows that we had behind over here, which was some of the sell side liquidity in this area. Market just came and swooped through those equal lows right here, and that's where we start seeing that rejection to the upside. So we should come now back up to clear liquidity into daily time frame that we have right here, and potentially see Euro UD come in higher to then come and clear the equal highs and all the liquidity that we have left right here, all that accumulation in that area. So we should definitely be looking for some buying positions on Euro UD. Coming down to the forward time frame, we could see how we just made a quick return to the downside into that accumulation at price candle here. That we see that perfect rejection. It came into it and got rejected, come into the upside. So this is where we could have got in for a buy. And right now we're just looking for some new buy positions since I was not looking at the market around that time. Most likely right now, I mean, I'm not going to be chasing this trade. Like I said, I don't really like chasing trades. I mean, it's already been going up. I believe it went up already 30 pips. Let's see, how much are we up? Yeah, so it went up already like 21 pips. So what I want to be waiting for right now at the moment, I would want to be waiting for either retrace to come back into that zone, just a quick mitigation into that opening of that accumulation price candle here to potentially come in again and get in for some buying positions. I'm going to just go ahead and look at the 15 minutes, see how it's looking. Yeah, I would definitely want to see it come back down into that area and look for some buying positions inside of this area. So we should be placing what is a buy limit there. So we'll be longing it, getting in for buying positions. So let's see our stop loss. We're just going to put it below this wick because we already got rejected inside 50% of this accumulation price candle that we have on the 1 hour time frame, which is the mean threshold. So I'm just going to put it around I'll say like 23 pips just below that wick because I really don't see it coming down lower than that because we already got rejected from that 50% of the accumulation price candle. So if it comes back down there into our buy limit, we should definitely see Euro AUD spiking to the upside and cloud liquidity that we have left up there, which would be the main liquidity that we have. Let's see, which would be the equal highs here. So that'll be our take profit that we'll be aiming for, which would be around 34, 35 pips around there to get in for those profits. So we'll be placing a buy limit. We'll be twin trading it too, since we do have more liquidity to the upside up in this region, which is the daily liquidity, which that is around 300 pips to, so that around 300 pips to like almost 400 pips around there, like 390. So yeah, our first profit is going to be here where we have the liquidity here on those equal highs, which is 135 pips. So it's be placing the buy limit for UUD. Here's our entry price. This would be our profit area, and this would be our stop loss area. We're risking 23 to gain 135 for the first TP. Let me know once you guys have that. I'm gonna go ahead and take that to the group as well. So Euro AUD getting in for a buy limit. Our entry price is gonna be at 1.61835. Our first take profit is going to be at 1.63185. 3185, which that is 135 pips. And you guys got that already? Everybody has that?
All good.
So I give you guys the second take profit. All right. And second take profit would be on daily liquidity that we have up here. We'll just say create at 300 pips just in case it bounces off from this accumulation price candle here. So we can see it bouncing out of there. So just put it below. Securing around, I'll say 200, yeah, like 270 pips around there that we should be securing, playing it safe. So that'll be our second take profit. Right at 1.64510. Which that is 267 pips. Our stop loss, we would have it at 1.61605 minus 23 pips. All right. You guys got it? There we got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, pretty much I'm just waiting for that mitigation coming back into that mitigation block. Just see a quick retracement down there. Because right now if we get in, I mean, we could have a retracement coming down and we might face some drawdown. So that's why it's not good to be chasing trades. Because if you chase trades, like the psychological level comes in, you know, like you could chase a trade, you start seeing some drawdown, and psychological wise, you're going to be scared. So it's going to create that scarcity. You're going to be like, oh, should I get out? What should I do? And it's just going to make you lose trades because you're going to be getting out because you're in drawdown. It might hit your stop loss, or you just keep on moving your stop loss more and more. And it might even just come in deeper and just like kick you out of the trade, right? So that's why it's not good to be chasing trades. If the push already happened, just wait for a mitigation. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, well, we could just wait for another setup and so on. But does anybody have any questions on Euro AUD? Any questions, anyone? Why are everyone so quiet? Like, why are everyone so quiet? No?
All good.
Okay. So the other pair I was looking at is on GPNCD. So with GPNCD, we are definitely going to be looking for buying positions. I mean, it's been looking super good since the daily time frame. As I had mentioned on the previous class, I had mentioned the market. Well, market was up here in this region, right? So we had a market before here in this region right here. this is where we started seeing rejection coming down. So why did we see this rejection coming down? Because market had to come back down and test into this new daily accumulation at price candle that we had right there, which would be this one right here. And what happened? Market's currently getting rejected from that area to keep on pushing higher. And previously we had seen a rejection here from our main accumulation at price candle that we were waiting for to get in for a buy. Got rejected once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. So market should have a greater spike to the upside since we already came back down and retested into that accumulation at price candle. Coming back down into the forward time frame. Well, actually, you can see a way bit on the 1 hour. So let's go to the 1 hour. So the 1 hour time frame, currently right now we are testing on a 1 hour accumulation at price candle that we have right here. Right, market created that spring to the upside, start retracing today during New York, Sydney, and Tokyo session that we currently are right now, to come back down here and test in this accumulation at price candle. Since we already tested it there, I mean, right now that we get in, like I said, we'll be chasing it. It already moved 21 pips. So I would just rather want to wait for mitigation coming back down into that area to come and test once again during London session, because that's where we want to see market coming into, which would be, I would mainly want to see it come down into this accumulation at price candle, which would be the 50% of the 1 hour accumulation around there. So just put it around 50%. Boom. We already got rejected. So let's see, right. Put it a bit above that area. Yeah, just put it right there, right on that opening of accumulation at price in the 1 hour, to just see come back down and mitigate into that area. I mean, also we do add the fib from start tune at the impulse that we had here. We can see how we also tested the 79 fib level, which is our deep discount area. That's why we saw that rejection, that confirmation of accumulation at price candle, plus confirmation of our 79 fib level, which created that discount area to make the market spike to the upside. So right now we just want to be waiting for a quick retracement back into that zone during London session. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, we'll just wait for a different setup and get in for a buy later on. If the market keeps on pushing up, we'll just wait for a different retracement. So right here, we're just going to be placing the buy limit. My stop loss, I'm going to be putting like around 10 pips below that buy limit. So around this area, which would be around like a 27 pip stop. And our first TP, let's look at the 4 hour. My first take profit, I would want it to have to clear out this high that we created on the forward time frame. So it'll be a take profit of 200 pips. And our last take profit, I'm gonna have it here on this 4 hour accumulation at price candle, just in case market comes and starts rejecting from this accumulation at price candle here. So first TP 204 and risking 27 pips. So here is the entry price. This will be the stop, the take profit, and a stop level, risking 27 to gain 204. So GPNTD, and for a buy limit, our entry price is going to be at 1.91680. Take profit 1. It's going to be at 1.93725 plus 204 pips. Take profit 2. You guys got the first take profit?
Yep.
Okay. And take profit 2, well, we have it right here at 273 pips, which is at 1.94415. And our stop loss is going to be at 1.91410. which is negative 27 pips. All right, you guys got that?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so just waiting for that quick mitigation coming back down, which is currently happening right now. So I would want to see it come back into that area to then get rejected once again to spike to the upside once more. Because GN, I mean, it does look very, very bullish from the daily time frame and also from the weekly time frame since we already created new lows. If anything happens that we do hit stop loss, we can start looking for selling positions to then clear out the the weekly equal lows here. That would be the worst case scenario. If it hits stop loss, we can now start looking for sales to count the weekly equal lows and just write down all the way down there, which that would be a great swing trade that we will be taking to get in for selling positions. Any questions on GBP and CD?
I'm clear.
Okay. Did you guys want to go over any other pairs or anything specific? Because those are the only two pairs that I'm looking on for today, which is Euro UD and GPNCD at the moment. Besides that, I'm not really looking at any other pairs. But if you guys are looking at some other pairs, please let me know, and I'll go over it with you guys.
What direction do you see GJ? I don't have a bias, so I don't know. So I kind of want to see like you, like break it down, like if it's your first time seeing the chart, like just a like analysis, like where you see price going.
So GJ, I'm still expecting it. I did not expect this move down here, and we just came in crossing liquidity here. I think we did hit stop loss. What was like 20 pips that we had stop loss?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we hit that 20 pip stop. But I do still see it coming up to this direction to the upside to just come and tap into this accumulation at price candle. So it's just a matter of fact for looking at good entry and for a buy. Apparently that good entry was right down here that we tested, that we came and tested into this accumulation here. We came and tested the accumulation at price candle there. That's why we see this big rejection, which in one day, like that moved to what, like 200 pips? Like 135 pip, 131 pip movement to the upside. But I do still see it biased to just come and retrace into this accumulation price candle here. It's just a matter of fact to start looking for a good entry. And right now, I would not get in at this moment because I mean that entry already happened, which was down here. So it's just a matter of looking for a good entry, which I mean right now does look kind of messy on lower time frames. If anything, I would want to see it come down here first. More likely come and test into this accumulation of price candle here to continue going up. But right now, I'm not really going to be placing a buy limit or anything like that on GJ. I'm just going to be watching over it and see how market reacts on this throughout time.
Thanks, bro.
Does anybody have any other questions or any other pair that you guys want to go over with?
Can you do New Zealand US dollar?
Let me see when this dollar. What is that you're looking at on?
I'm on the daily, and this level that it's currently at has been tested, I believe, 5 times in this range over the last while, multiple times. So is it something that you look for it to break through and look at the next highs? Or could you, I mean, I want to look at like it's going to be bullish moving forward, but
Yeah, so looking at the weekly, I mean, we still do have all of this liquidity here.
yeah, that's what my next lines were where it could go. So
it can potentially push higher. I mean, because I mean, right here on the weekly, let me just zoom in real quick. So we already created this weekly push to the upside.
yep.
We just came down here, tested into the accumulated price candle here.
Yep.
Which was 50% of the imbalance here as well. And this is where we started seeing that rejection coming up, right? So in market should be bullish for NTD USD to now come in, clear out these relevant equal highs and buy side liquidity that we have right there.
Yep.
Currently right now, what's wanting to do is wanting to clear out the equal highs that we have here on the weekly, just equal highs. So it still has not cleared it out, but it is going to come and clear those equal highs out. It's just a matter of fact to look for a good entry on lower time frames. So daily, weekly. So yeah, so look at the 4 hour. I would want it to come down into here before getting in for buying positions. Because if you're getting for a buy right now, you'll pretty much just be chasing it. So just wait for a retracement coming down. I would like it to come down here. I mean, I'll also mark in my fib level. Let's see. Start 2 at the impulse. It could come into 705 right there.
Yes.
The 705 is the one that will be mainly aiming for. I mean, let me just go to lower time frames, see if we have something, some other confirmations there. Yeah, which would be the confirmation right there. Or it could either come to a 7.9, which I believe the 7.9 is this 1 hour conventional price candle. So let me see, let me check that real quick. Yeah, look into this. So I just look out for those fib levels, which would be the 705 and the 7.9, to re-enter for a buy position.
Perfect. So typically when a pair has a huge imbalance and then fills that, it typically is going to try to clear out the next highs and or lows.
Correct. Yeah. And every time that we clear out a high or a low, there's always going to be a retracement. So it's that's why you gotta wait. So like right now, we currently cloud the highs here, right?
Yep.
And we see that this rejection from this 1 hour candle. So that rejection is it's indicating me that market is gonna create its retracement down to then have a bigger push to the upside.
Perfect. All right. I'm seeing the same thing.
Awesome. So any other questions, anyone? Do you still use Wyckoff in your eyes? Yeah, I still do use Wyckoffs. But I recently have not been seeing any Wyckoff going on in the market. So it's just right now at the moment, I've just been going over just ICT concepts at this, like how market's been reacting. Because actually, which was August and the first 2 weeks of September, market was pretty messy. Like there was not any good trades going on or anything like that. So right now, like market's barely how you say, like fixing itself up and coming back into normal moves. But yeah, I do still use the ICT concept. Just haven't been seeing any ICT, I mean, Wyckoff concepts going on. All right, any other questions?
Are accumulation candles like in any time frame?
Yeah, so accumulator candles, you could find them on any time, right? So and you could base yourself off on the daily, the week, or the hour. So I believe I did explain to you one time when we did the one-on-one. So it's just a matter of breaking down that accumulation price candle to lower time frames. So let me look for an example. Let me see. Let me look for an example. Let's go back to GN.
Oh, it reactivated?
Did it activate?
Oh yeah, we in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We in there.
And some drawdown right now. Yeah, we're on right now. So yeah, if we hit stop loss, it's just gonna keep on spiking down to the weekly equal lows. So those are the two things, because we might seek for liquidity here, or we could just see a retracement coming back up because we still don't have a retracement going on. So 1 hour, yeah. Let's see. Hopefully it does keep on pushing up. I do want to see it come up and clear the liquidity up here though. But let me look for an example of how you break down commission price candles to lower time frames. Let's see if we find one. Euro UD. Okay, you could just break them down. So like for right here, like this one, for example, watch. So we're on a daily, right? So on a daily time frame, and we have this accumulation price candle here. So we would want to base ourselves from the opening or 50%, right? Which is right there. What you want to do is go to lower time frames and try to find more accumulation price candles that are going to break it down lower. So if you go to the 4-hour time frame, we could see that we have this 4-hour accumulation price candle here. So this one's not going to be valid for me no more because we see a lower accumulation price candle down here, which is this one right here, which is that accumulation right here. So I'm going to go ahead and base myself from that one. And I'm going to go lower to a lower time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour. See what it is. Which would also be the 1 hour accumulation price candle. So we'll be basing it from the opening of the 1 hour accumulation price candle now. So we just break it down to lower time frames. As you can see, it came right into the accumulation here and just started spiking up, which I believe that is 50% of the daily accumulation or price candle, which is that one right there. You see? And that's how you get those wick entries or those sniper entries by breaking down accumulation or price candle into lower time frames. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's 50% of the blue one, right? To the left? Or those?
The black one.
Oh, okay.
So this one would be our accumulation because that's the last bearish before the push up, right here.
Yeah, have to. Okay.
So if you find a daily one, you want to put the opening and 50%, which would be right there, right? But you want to break it this accumulation price candle into lower time frames. So go to the 4 hour, which your accumulation price candle here is down here, which is that candle right there. Boom. Right? So we'll put on the opening of that one now. Then I go to the 1 hour. I want to look for the 1 hour accumulation price candle. Where is it? It's right here. So I'm going to put it a bit higher, which would be the opening of the 1 hour right there. And then you just scroll back and we came perfectly into that area and just spiked up.
Hey,
And that's where you get that daily wick entry right here.
got you, bro. Got it. I'm gonna go and backtest this and apply it to some other pairs.
Yeah, right there, boom. We're going for that buy and this spikes to the upside. You got it?
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions, anyone?
I like Euro AUD for the buy.
I think it activated, didn't it?
Nah, it was about to. It only activated GBP AUD. Or it could still get down there. It's because it touched the 4 hour down candle.
Yeah.
And on my broker, I have a volume imbalance there too, where it tapped right now.
I'm
But
just,
not on trading view though.
yeah, I'm just be patient. I could still come down here and just tap into it.
Yeah, it could still tap it.
Yeah, let's see what happens on that one. For UD, for buys and GN. What's GN doing? Yeah, we're back into entry price. So I would want to see GN definitely spike to the upside. And that's what UD, if it does come and activate our buy limit, it should spike to the upside as well, which I think it should still come into that area.
I dropped it down all the way to the 1 minute right now. Watch, go to 1 minute. And it tapped also a down candle there.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
And that's where I took a buy.
Oh, you already got in?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but let's see. Hey, if you got in, well, I mean, it should go up either way. Either way, I think we were just like, well, 2 pips from it. Yeah, like 2 pips. 2 pips from activating the buy limit. But yeah, let's see if it comes back down there and activates it. Let's just be patient on that because, like I said, it's not good chasing trades. I mean, it already went up, so went up again. But yeah, GN. Let's see, GN. Yeah, that one's just sitting there, doing its thing. Okay. Does anybody have any other questions or any other pair that you guys want to go over with?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Well, GN, where I'm at. Yeah, let's go. GN. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll conclude today's session. And is it Thursday? Yeah, right?
Thursday.
I'll see you guys on
Friday
Monday
for
then.
me.
See everyone on Monday for the English session. And any questions, you guys could always reach out to me. Don't be afraid. I'm an open book. I'm an open. But yeah, okay, awesome guys. Everybody take care and have a nice weekend.
Appreciate it, Andre.
Thanks, man.
See you.
Thanks, Andre. Have a good
Bye.
weekend.
See you, man.